Hello, hello, hello. Everything is in order. Perfect. Welcome back to Slay the Princess for the last time of the year, at least. Very last normal stream I will be doing of 2024. I have one more planned, but it will not be a normal stream. It'll be decidedly abnormal. So I decided, since we've already got a run of this near completion, and I have 2 more princesses to go, this would be a good last normal stream for the year. Howdy, Queequeg. Welcome, welcome. Howdy, Tara. We do be slaying princesses up in here. The objective of tonight is, since I have 2 more princesses to go in the slot for this run, and I have 2 more pristine cut princesses that I have not seen. That's the goal for tonight. Oh hey, thanks for the bits. Thank you very much. So yeah, we'll get going on that before too long, because I imagine it will take a little bit to get to those princesses. Howdy, Star Pressure. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, let's... Along the path in the woods. Viva la Revolution.
You make your war. She will. We're not going
to as we've done. You know what princesses they come from. I know one of them comes from the Spectre and one of them comes from the Prisoner. But I don't know anything beyond that.
And the floor and walls are painted. The blade is your implement.
Okay, so which one should I do first? Here's the question. I gotta drop a save as per usual. Well, first of all, how do you even get Prisoner or Spectre? Let me pull open my chart real quick. Spectre is take the knife, slay the princess without hesitation, and then kill yourself. Prisoner is take the knife, free the princess, and resist the narrator. Okay. Okay. Howdy, first time chatter, the narrator. Of course you take the knife. I appreciate your input. We do have to save the world. Okay, so with either of these, I'm taking the knife. So it doesn't really matter.
You take the blade from...
Yeah, taking the blade. So this run so far has been, if I recall correctly,
faintly illuminated by an unseen light.
Fury, Apotheosis,
this is
and Stranger.
Place. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool you.
So we got 1 weirdo and 2 extremely hot large women. I wonder what variety these other 2 are going to fall under.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs. She's so... Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes. Well, that's actually the big decision here, isn't it? So... Prisoner or Spectre first? Tara, you've seen the new princesses. Which one do you think I should do first of the ones who are new? Okay, I saw some visual artifacting on my screen, but it is also on the stream, so that means it is a game thing, which is good. Maybe prisoner. Gucci. Then let's free you.
Then why did you bring in?
She makes it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide.
Tighten grip,
Thank you.
etc., etc.
Maybe now we can just.
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. Don't know what you're hoping to.
So here we are.
God, she's so
what
pretty.
an awkward start to a relationship.
Spectre's one of my faves, so maybe saving that for last would be cool. Cool. Yep, that sounds like a good plan. I should have ample time tonight to do that. I don't think it'll take me 2 full hours for 2 princesses. Okay, we've talked enough.
You know.
Getting you out of here, babe.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk
Protect
up to the
that
chains
smile.
binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid.
I'm guessing you don't have.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful.
Okay.
Well, you do have that.
Bite your
brilliant
wrist.
shot.
She speaks. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure you attempt to. Someone else. You make it easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't.
Yeah, we've seen this.
Against
route
your
quite a
better
bit.
judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just
Bear
above the
Seek
massive,
Quest.
unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
I've
Before
said
you
my
lift
piece
the
about
bow,
this
she pulls
sequence
the
of
bleeding
shots
stub of her arm through the iron.
numerous times across the 3 streams
She
I have
didn't
done
so
of
much as
this.
utter a sound.
I will not
Free
do it
from her
again.
bindings, the princess turns to face you. Her fierce
Y'all
gaze
know.
meeting your... How is she
Y'all
so
know what kind of
composed
freak I
after
am.
losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes
Okay.
the princess approaches the bottom stair.
Here we go.
Your body steps forward and raises
This
the
is the
blade.
point at which first-time chatter, the narrator, hijacks my game.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
A super freak, perhaps.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
I'm sorry, narrator, I have literally no other choice.
The blade. Move the blade.
She kind of starts looking like a Bratz doll in the last little bit of this. I don't know why.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Hey, girl.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
What happened to me so long ago in my internet life that got me to the point where not only is girl missing a hand looking down at me dismissively as I bleed out from a horrible stab wound attractive, but also mild
This is the end,
for me.
isn't it?
What
afraid it is.
horrible
Everything
things
goes
befell
dark,
me.
and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Let's not think about that. Let's think about the prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
DeviantArt and Tumblr, I
If you
guess. You're
don't,
right on one of those
It
things.
will be the end of the world.
I was never on Tumblr. I was certainly on DeviantArt. Proceed.
A warning. She will
We've already
lie.
seen the lead up to the
She
prisoner
will-
before
Yes,
on
yes, don't give
stream.
a word. Did you just say wink? No, I didn't. Just ignore this.
I think we have. Yeah, no, we have. Because we killed
The interior
killed
of
the
cabin
prisoner
is
to
less
get
a cozy woodland
the
retreat,
drowned
and
gray.
more like a dungeon. A few the only furniture. The blade. Is
I do
your-
still need to see the burned gray. I don't know if I will do that on stream. We'll talk about future Slay the Princess streams when we're done, when we're at the end of this. So, okay, now that we're here, now that we're in the decision-making part of the prisoner, am I taking the blade to get this new route? Because I don't actually know what to do beyond this point. Does it matter? I don't know if it matters. If you go without blade, skeptic makes you take it. Okay.
You take
I
the
won't
blade
give
from
him the
table.
satisfaction.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I'm my own bird monster.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Mirror. Do a mirror.
Reach for...
There, we did the mirror rigmarole.
If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. The door to the basement creaks. Her voice.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Nah.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
I wonder if they expanded any on of the inspect the empty manacle route. I don't know if they added any new content for that.
Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Because in the base game, when I did it, all that happens is you get chained up and then you're like, oh, well, I guess that's how it feels to be a prisoner.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
I actually don't think I've even seen this sprite. Or this artwork, as it were.
That's reasonable.
I don't know as I've ever sat with her.
Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit, because I respect women's personal space.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? Other chain on the wall. Who's it for? What'd you have me do? Bye-bye. What's the chain on the wall for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Let's not move things too fast, okay?
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Chains can come later, girl. What do you want?
Let me borrow that knife.
Huh?
Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous, but she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Well, what's she gonna do? Because if she cuts off one of her wrists, it's not like she can hold the knife with the other hand and cut out the other wrist. And she's still chained up by the neck.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do?
Let's drop another save. We're almost out of them, actually, so I'm gonna loop right back around.
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the Cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world.
How,
And
though?
she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
You're not thinking logically here, narrator.
There are none.
And we always know the narrator to be such a reliable narrator.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Killed me with it last time. Okay, get out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Give her the knife. So I assume I'm doing one of these things for the new thing. Bear in mind, I've never seen what even happens in the original version of her route. Am I giving her knife? If I don't get an answer within the next couple seconds, I'm going to give her a knife because I just dropped a save. Let's give her a knife. Let's just see.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You can't tell us what to do. This is the run where we have resisted you previously.
You think this will work? Interesting that you're only having us remain in place. It's almost like there are very real limits to your power. I don't know what you're talking about. The world ends if we fail, right? Her killing us might not be our only failure state, if you catch my meaning. I don't know where you're going with this. Could you explain?
Howdy, Vajigar. Welcome. I know when you plan on playing Project Wingman, but I hope you stream it. That game is for real. I do plan on streaming Project Wingman, yes. I don't know when. I will have to figure out my stream schedule for the next couple months, come the turn of the new year. There's quite a few things on my docket that I really want to stream. But Project Wingman is an urgent priority. I have been waiting to play that for quite a while.
Yes, explain it. Sure, I'm insinuating that we could kill ourselves. Ruin this whole thing. You wouldn't. I'm not afraid of dying. Are you? A little. You got your point across.
Low-tier skeptic over here.
You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Alright, seeing as I brought it up previously, and it seems likely more bloody violence is about to happen. Place your bets. Will I think whatever I'm about to see is hot? Or will it be one of those times like the Drowned Grey where I'm like, oh god, oh no.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
Okay.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Okay.
No.
Keep watching.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebrae.
Oh, I don't
as
like
it
the...
continues to slice its way through her neck.
I don't like that part. Rest is fine. I don't like blade on vertebrae.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh.
This
So
music
that's
is really
her
unsettling.
Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
The
remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
She did do our job for us. Is this the only time in the entire game where the princess has slain herself? I think it might be.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Yay!
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
We did it, exactly. Perfect.
Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
Hang on, give me just 1 second. Alright, hello. Sorry about that. Back to happy fun time adventures.
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Wonder if we can convince Becky to stream Anonymous Agony. Dude, you don't want to know some of the games I have on my docket for the next year. You don't want to add Anonymous Agony to that pile.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
Well, that's not a thread, Skeptic. It's a bit of tendon.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Leave the basement, claim your reward. Take the princess with you. Her head? I assume? let's... We just... Okay, we just saved. I mean, we know the reward is just wait in a room forever until you die. Okay, let's drop a save. Hey, howdy, Dalek. You came in at just the right time, as you can see. I think we're about to hit one of the new princesses. Let's take the princess.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that?
Hey,
I
girl.
could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal?
I
The door
mean,
to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
we've seen some shit, narrator. Hope this is like that one WoW quest where you bring a sack of heads and the quest giver's like, Jesus Christ, I would have believed if you said you just killed them. Nah, it's... We chopped off her head and then we shoved all the gold from the vault into it, and now we're carrying the gold outside because letting go is for suckers.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Huh?
Well played.
Hi.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Is she about to get absorbed?
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Okay, well, we're gonna reload, because obviously this is not the pristine cut path, but that was interesting. That was weird. I've already seen the prisoner dialogue for the shifting mount, so I won't bother too much with that. Cool. It was just a little fantasy spot. We just imagined that. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we give her the knife, and she does this expecting us to do that, not having communicated the plan to us in any way, mind you. And then we just leave.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
I believe there's a unique prisoner in the mound, depending on head or no head. Interesting.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
I'm
The
sure.
windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty.
Huh. That's
The door.
true.
Check the door.
Open the door and accept your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Yeah, we're already in the long quiet. What
Only
the
a
fuck?
world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood
But the
mere
usual
minutes
noises
ago,
for it aren't
the
playing.
only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
He didn't describe the emptiness,
But
so
if
it didn't
everything's
happen.
gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it.
Go fuck yourself, narrator.
Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
Drop another save. Because I have, from here on out, we're in uncharted waters. That's bullshit. Let us out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win. We still have a blade. Let's use it.
We're just gonna do this again.
Start over.
Like we usually do when we slay the princess and then just leave.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you. You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
No, I'm turning down immortality itself to see new content, narrator.
Why should it matter?
Unfortunately, you can't promise me new
Haven't you
content.
already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart.
Man, the narrator's plan fucking sucked when you really think about it. Like, obviously it was immoral and terrible and, like, existentially meddling with forces he should not have. But, like, his whole plan was, okay, Long Quiet is gonna go into that cabin and slay the princess, and then just sit there and do nothing. And if the Long Quiet ever decides to do something, ever again, the plan is scuppered. For infinity.
You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Terrible plan.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
The cage.
You're on a path in the... Chains everywhere. This is different. This is new.
Oh, this is gonna get... I apologize for the commentary I'm about to have on this route. Terribly sorry. Fun fact, this route used to take you to the Gray, which is kind of bullshit since running away after seeing someone cut their head off is a perfectly reasonable response. Yeah, I'm glad they changed that. Because obviously just directly killing her is still warrants that kind of thing. Okay. Let's go Locktober, 2 months late.
It's worse is what it is.
We're finally starting to see reality for what it is. This place is a prison, and she's not the only inmate.
You're acting like reality is this static thing. But this world is constantly changing around us. How can you be so sure that you aren't breathing the prison into existence? That by feeling the walls closing in on you, that's exactly what they do.
It's got a point.
What a crock of pretentious bullshit. Reality is as solid as the ground beneath our feet.
No, I'm terribly sorry, skeptic.
If we apply enough scientific rigor, if we think hard enough, we'll find a way out of here for good. Don't you see? We're already making progress. And what if looking at it is enough to make it change? Where does that leave us?
It leaves you exactly where you are right now, and presumably exactly where you've been before. I'll spare you my full introduction, since you've clearly already heard it at least once, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities, and not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
But I'm also a living, breathing, suffering entity, and you've made me a pawn, narrator, so you claim to want to improve society, yet you participate in it. Curious. Wait, what? Wait, huh? We still have the blade? We've never started with the blade before.
Huh. I hadn't actually noticed.
That's strange.
Holding it's starting to feel natural, isn't it?
Of course it feels natural. We've had it with us.
Y'all really
got
gotta patch those voice lines to get cut off.
Don't be weird. It's just a tool, not some mystical object. Though starting with it feels like an indication that we're on the right track.
This is strange. You're not supposed to start with the blade. It says right here that you're supposed to find it at the cabin. Oh well, I suppose that doesn't make much sense anyway. It's better if you start with a weapon, so this is probably for the best.
You know, within the fiction of the construct, it is kind of weird that we come to the cabin with the express goal of slaying the princess, yet we come unarmed and simply wait for the weapon to be provided to us. Ding. We sure we needed to slay her? She cut off her own head last time.
What? Why would she ever do that? She's not supposed to be suicidal. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. More importantly, if she did cut her own head off, why are you here? You shouldn't have died. You should be enjoying your reward.
We killed ourselves, obviously. You were insisting that we were happy, but we knew we weren't. We could see right through you. Yeah, what he said. We weren't about to be stuck somewhere being fed non-stop bullshit forever. We want answers. We weren't gonna find them in your fake little paradise.
If he wanted us to stay somewhere forever, he should have built the construct into a beach instead of a cabin. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
There are no answers to find. If she was dead, then that was it. That was the solution. All you managed to do was reset the board, and you put the pieces back all wrong while you were at it. This is probably worse for you, if I had to guess.
Ha! So there is a board.
Well, what's done is done, and you're here now. There's no use arguing. Just get to the cabin and settle this. Try not to kill yourself this time.
No promises. I'm not taking the blade again. Toss her up into the woods. I'm not going to do that. No way up through. Proceed to the cabin. Proceed to the cabin. Turn around and leave. Drop another save. And then... let's just go.
You stand at the edge of a cliff.
Oh, cool.
An abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless. The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge. The cabin looms on its far side. I think you already know what waits for you within.
It's like the world itself doesn't want us to reach her. There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that.
Skeptic's suddenly most based voice.
Every surface of the cabin is
Oh my
draped in
God.
chains. The air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic
Is she gonna be a
flints.
Hellraiser?
Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal.
Dare I
hooks
hope?
dangling from their ends. A fitting cage for a monster destined to end the world. There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits.
Huh. That mirror's back again. Why?
What mirror? There is no mirror. The only thing of note here is the door to the basement.
It clearly serves some purpose, but what? Is there something about us we're supposed to see? Can it be a tool of some kind?
Pretend we don't
Is
know.
it a distraction? Something meant to confuse us?
It's like the
Please
30th
stop
time I've seen
talking
this
about
mirror.
the
Pretend
mirror.
I don't
I'd
know.
rather not spend more time in this room than I have to. It's creepy.
Who you calling Pinhead?
You step out onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor.
It's all just chains.
Should have been. Yes, unfortunately. You
Oh, what?
realize too late that there is no floor beneath
Oh,
the
it's
bed.
actually all just
There is
chains?
only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
Wait, so that means we don't touch the mirror and make it disappear in this run.
Nothing
That's
is
abnormal.
solid here, is it? It's all just a shifting mass waiting for us to drop our guard.
Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty
Ooh.
chains pull taut against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle.
Hey, Toblo, welcome, welcome. We're doing the second of the new Slay the Pristine cut princesses. You'll recall Happily Ever After was a harrowing experience. This one appears to be getting more kinky up front.
You find yourself suspended in what appears to be
Hey,
a
girl.
vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom.
I think she's actually a Hellraiser. Oh boy.
She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
And yes, I am going to keep saying she's a Hellraiser instead of she's a Cenobite, because somewhere out there, someone will be annoyed by me saying that.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of
Hey,
situation
Pachi,
we're
welcome,
dealing
welcome.
with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Hello? Were you mad at me? She can come back too. Look, I'm sorry about what happened last time. I'm supposed to be sorry, right? Why the hell did you cut your head off? I don't think attacking her with hooks buried on our wrists will be very successful. She's probably going to just play her little game and make me wait. But let's see. Why the hell did you cut your head off?
But you are met with only silence.
Yeah, that
save
tracks.
For the creaks and groans of metal.
Oh, she
which
doesn't have a
sways
head,
in
does
the
she?
Stale air around you.
I just realized.
The hooks slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly.
What if the chains don't have to be real? What if they aren't real? They feel plenty real to me. Yeah, it would be nice if we could just tell ourselves the chains aren't lodged in all our
So
joints,
far,
and
this
they
run, we're
magically
4 for
go
4 on
away.
Kinky
I'm
Princesses.
afraid that's wishful thinking.
We got sad ones mostly on the first streamed run.
Well, maybe wishful thinking is what we need. Maybe they're
Nice
real, but
symmetry.
Maybe we can cut through them.
It's worth a try.
Okay. I was expecting her to be an actual cage. I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was maybe expecting her to, like, have her head hanging in, like, a suspended cage from her hand or some shit. Headless Horseman style. Look, I'm sorry about what happened last time. Attack her, try to cut yourself free. All of these are explore, which leads me to believe we're not going to have much success with any of them. Also, she has no head.
The princess takes a slow step forward.
Oh,
As
she
does
does
so,
have her head in the
heavy chains
cage.
shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you.
Hey, girl.
As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body
Is this one of
the
them
princess,
Bloodborns? We can only hope.
finally emerged from the shadows. The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person. It's only accurate. The form in front of you is
Does
a
she say
body,
Koss or
draped in
Kossum? She doesn't
rings
say
of
anything.
chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage. The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
What the hell is your problem? I've only ever been helpful. Killing me isn't gonna fix anything. Can we cut ourselves free?
You try to move your arm, but the hooks
No,
buried
of
deep in
course.
your wrist and elbow keep you firmly, painfully in place. You do your best to rotate the knife in your palm, but it only clinks against the metal chain, unable to do so much as leave a scratch. The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here.
Oh.
But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
Huh.
I don't want to die like this. I don't want to die like this. Somebody do something before she kills us. Please.
So the head and the body are now separate entities.
We're stuck here. What are any of us supposed to do? Reason with her? I don't think she's acting rationally. I think she's lost it.
You could say she's lost her head.
This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
No, this is my fault. I haven't done anything to you except give my weapon twice. Except give you my weapon twice. She, are you talking about your bodies? If it's a separate person, it's you. What do you mean you're just a watcher? You cut your own head off last time. You made that decision. You made choices and you never stopped. You're choosing violence right now. Drop the blades, say nothing. Okay, this seems like an actual storytelling juncture. No, this is my fault.
That's what I used to think. But time alone has taught me the truth. I'm not my body. I'm just the thing that watches it. There's so much pain that comes from tricking yourself into thinking you have a choice. But none of us have choices. And knowing that has made me feel so... free. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
Oh, we're peeling.
You come to
We're getting
me,
real bloody now.
knife in hand.
The body steps forward. The pressure on your limbs is becoming unbearable.
You give me your implement.
The pressure is finally too much. Your fist unfolds as your joints swell with trapped blood, and your pristine blade tumbles helplessly to the ground.
Okay.
I cut myself free.
She's not insane, is she? No, she's just right. It's all been the same. The whole time, it's all been the same. We never had a say.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. This is a lot. You're setting me up to fail. I can't make real choices strung up like this, and you're refusing to make any choices at all. Us choosing the same moves every time we play isn't an indictment of anyone's free will. It's just how things happen to play out. I could have thrown that knife in the woods if I wanted to, but I chose to come here with it. Should we have we should probably have thrown the knife away, shouldn't we have? I wonder. What was I supposed to have done? Did you want me to carry your severed head out of the cabin with me? I thought you were dead. Please just stop walking forward. I'm going to die if you don't stop.
Just because you refuse to see the walls doesn't mean they aren't there. Give in with me. It's so much easier to let the world happen to you.
Wait, we have the skeptic with us. Would he have prevented us from throwing away the blade? Does it count as throwing out the window if the cabin is technically a hole in the ground, asking for a different voice's sake? We can get off on a technicality, I think.
She steps forward yet again, and the chains dig into you,
Hey,
your
girl.
nerves screaming, your heart pounding, your lungs desperate for air.
I don't think we can hold on to you much longer.
How many times will we have to do this? I'm tired.
This is all getting so predictable, isn't it? Pop.
Interesting. Oh, eh. And then you hit the ground. Then you hit the ground, your body light in a way that is sickeningly wrong, and roll to a stop. The sound of rattling chains and a heavy thud as the rest of what was once you falls to the ground somewhere nearby. Hey girl, hey. Thank you for the close-up. You are unable to take action, unable to defend yourself, unable to even look around as the princess's body steps towards you in one slow, rhythmic step after another. It stoops down to pick you up, and then... Huh? A shadow rises behind the body, blade glinting.
And now, the cut.
Oh, shit. How the turntables. It strikes and it strikes true, and the body drops its cage in pain. They descend on each other in a maelstrom of chains and hooks and feathers and blood, fighting their way deeper into the shadows until all you're left to witness are the sounds of violence. For a second, I didn't realize it was doing that thing it sometimes does, where it does, like, comic book paneling in the shot, and I thought that her, like, the bottom of her dress was just not loading in somehow. Like it was an incomplete polygon. Even though that's not how this game works, it's all drawn art. I don't know.
See? You only ever thought you were in control.
This is cool.
Isn't it so much nicer to let go?
I didn't let go. You ripped my head off. What are we supposed to do now? You didn't cut yourself free. My body is still the one with the knife. Doesn't that mean this is different? Doesn't that mean I broke your pattern? I'm a severed head. That the enemy, I guess, isn't so bad. Doesn't this mean that things are different?
I guess you're right. Pattern must be wrong then. Maybe if we keep watching, we'll figure it out. And we've got nothing else to do but watch.
And so you and the princess watch as your bodies weave in and out of the shadows, performing their lethal dance.
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
You know, 2 out of the 3 pristine cut princesses have us dancing with her, after a fashion. The movement is gorgeous, primal, uninhibited. Steel crashing against steel and flesh rolling off of flesh.
It's all going to come to a head soon. Head.
And at last, the climax plays out. Your body, wreathed in chains and shadows, makes its final move. But so does hers. Chain shatters spine and blade pierces heart.
I guess I'll see you next time.
The voice... Oh, the voices are gone. Does that mean the voices and narrator are part of the body? Maybe. Or maybe since we're technically sort of dead. I don't know. That is something to think about. Both hers and yours collapse, their dance complete. Blood drips in the princess's mouth and she coughs.
It's cold. But that's always been us, hasn't it? Cold isn't bad.
But not the body. Interesting. Huh. Well, that was a route. There was no happily ever after, but it was cool. Not usually a proponent of save scumming, but, you know, this route is enriched by seeing the worst ending first and then trying to get find a better one later rather than getting the good ending off the bat. Was this the good ending, quote unquote? Or are you instructing me that I have stuff that would be interesting to see? It is not the good ending. Okay. I guess let's go to the Shifting Mound, see what she has to say, and then if you want, I can reload, see what the deal is. I would imagine throw the knife away. Oh, and all of our dialogue is not around because we don't have the voices. That's cool. Alright. What do you got? Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the law.
What are your thoughts on the puzzle?
This one is a body that convinced herself she was only a set of eyes. She will make for a watchful heart. Do not mourn her. She is now what she wished that she could be.
Okay, I'm gonna complete this just so that I can get the trophy. And then
The next time I see you, I will be here.
we'll reload. An open heart or a watchful one is the trophy.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
So,
is a cabin.
what did you say it
And in the
required?
basement of that
Getting a
cabin
different voice
is
or
a
starting when you
princess.
see the narrator's reward in prisoner? Starting when you see the narrator's reward. So, loading back to this file, I think it would be, versus loading back into the cage proper. Okay, let's see. Guide my hips, because I have no clue what I could actually do differently that would be meaningful here. Because the loop doesn't end unless you kill yourself normally. Keep going along with the narrator being like this reward. Being like, I like this reward, actually. Okay. Favorite voice happens if you don't slay yourself nor accept your reward. Ask the skeptic if there's another way. Well, now I'm getting two conflicting instructions. How am I ever going to parse this? Oh, that gets you Voice of the Broken. And the other one would be Voice of the Cheated. Does Voice of the Broken, can that still lead to the positive outcome for Cage? Because I would kind of just like to see that and then move on with the night. Yes. Okay. Let's do that then. I like Voice of the Broken.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No, this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
You suck,
like
narrator.
I just told you. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's decades.
Yep.
No.
Decades, etc., etc. Once you're in the chapter proper, throw away the knife. Okay. So now what? Just watch the English dub trailer for Pirate Yakuza. I'm very excited for it, man. I still need to play Infinite Wealth though. I'm not going to be able to play Pirate Yakuza until I finish Infinite Wealth, which means I will be denied Samoa Joe for a little while longer. So, am I killing myself or not? Or am I accepting the reward? Anyone? Any input? Any input whatsoever? What do you suggest?
Still
Okay.
have a bliss. Suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right.
Accept the reward, or are we slaying ourselves again? I guess let's see what happens.
Why should it matter? That's all we needed. You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the... Yeah, we'll see about that.
Okay, do I have Voice of the Broken?
You're on a path in the... Chains everywhere. This is
Nope, I have
different.
paranoid.
This is new.
And paranoid makes us hold on to the knife, so... yeah. Don't slay yourself, try finding other ways with skeptic. I didn't see the option to do that, is the problem.
This isn't a time decade. We still...
If I can't find it, then I'll just go along with the reward. Didn't you hear the narrator?
But we're not happy. Yeah, what he's...
Don't want to die again. I'm going to accept my reward. Pretty happy I'm going to accept my reward now. This one?
Great. Congratulations. You've earned it. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is. Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. He's just saying things. The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever. No, you stop that. Stop all this nonsense. You really don't want to be happy, do you? You know what you have to do.
Sorry, we're not doing that. Is there really no other way? I don't want to use the blade on
If it
myself.
makes it easier for you, I can do it. Let me have it.
How does that work exactly? Give blade to the voice of the skeptic. What does that mean? What in the good goddamn does that entail?
Alright. I'll make this quick. You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you... Why should it matter
Yes.
if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
Cage in general is one of the tougher routes to get a good ending on, so sorry for the unclear instructions. It's all good.
I don't have to answer that.
All good.
That's all we needed to hear. Yeah, fine. The little voice raises the pristine blade to your throat and cuts it open. You rapidly bleed out and then you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right? Yeah.
So it's just a
We'll
throat
see
slash
about
instead
that.
of a stab. Funny that a voice targets the throat.
You're on a path in the... See? All done. That wasn't so bad, was it, buddy? But it was so bad. I don't like dying. I don't like being cold and alone in the dark.
No one likes Alone in the Dark, Voice of the Broken.
I don't think anybody likes dying, but hey, at least it's over. We got better. And now
Makes
we
sense,
can move
suicide
on.
for a voice
Things will
would be a
work
throat
out this
slash,
time.
yeah.
I know it. Oh, don't coddle him.
It's well considered.
For all we know, we'll have to die hundreds of times to get to the bottom of things. Maybe even thousands. He needs to toughen up.
Toughen up. You're both freaks. I'm having a rational reaction to what just happened. I'm normal. A normal person gets traumatized from dying. And from watching someone cut her own head off. Hold on, did you say thousands? How can it possibly take us thousands of lives to find a way out of it?
Obviously, we need a large sample size in order to figure out our optimal plan. We need statistical significance.
I'll have you know that my
I love you,
reality
skeptic.
is not a data point in your misguided attempt at an experiment.
You're kind of terrible, but I love you.
You've clearly already been here before, and judging by how deranged you all are, you've already been here more than once. I'll spare you my full introduction, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing...
Yep. You've already gone through this rigmarole before. We started with the blade.
Holding...
Oh, should we talk about our feeling?
I don't think I even need to comment. This is strange. You're not supposed to start with the blade.
And then we toss our weapon into the woods.
Are you serious? The blade is your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do things right.
Do it. She can't talk to us at knife point. That's no way to get a real conversation started.
So what the hell is this going to change?
You're all being ridiculous. Why would we disarm ourselves at a time like this? Don't you dare.
Because obviously, if we don't bring the knife, we can't do her loop that she was complaining about. But how do you get a quote-unquote positive outcome with a headless corpse? Do it. Toss the
Are
blade.
you even listening to me? Does my opinion count for nothing? We're never getting out of here if you don't listen. I'm intervening. We're not tossing the blade.
No, I want to see new content, though,
You
Skeptic.
don't have to listen to him. He hasn't gotten us anywhere.
I'm in charge, and I say we're tossing the blade. You had your chance last time. We saw that worked out for us.
Without another word, you foolishly hurl your only chance at victory far off into the woods, never to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. All we did was toss it into the woods. There's nothing stopping us from picking it back
No,
up.
it's gone. Vanished into the ether.
Oh, but there is something stopping you from picking it back up. The fact that you already made your decision. As much as I'd like to turn back the clock, we'll all just have to suffer the consequences of what you've done. That's how decisions work.
You did the right thing.
Okay, she died last time. We decided things, but I think we already saw that one, right? Proceed to the cabin.
You stand at the edge of a
It's dreary.
There's nothing to find out here.
I'm going to
Check in with the missus. Yes, yes.
every surface of the cab. There's nothing for you to do but her. What mirror? There is no...
It doesn't matter. What are we going to do? Look at ourselves? I've had enough introspection.
But it does matter.
I'm not going to waste... Then, you step out onto the floor. Or what should have been. Yes, unfortunately, you realise too
Alright,
late
then
that
we
there
fall
is-
down
It's back to her.
Or we
into
just
the
have to
dungeon.
fall through an unstable floor. She's a prisoner here. How much agency do you think she has?
More than you'd like, I'm sure.
That's pretty good.
Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chain. You find yourself suspended in... If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings.
Easy now.
Okay, so... Yeah. If it's anything like last time, we're gonna have to wait till the head is within speaking range for anything to change.
The princess takes a slow step forward. As she
That's the
does,
same.
as your vision comes back into focus, the body of the it's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage. The head stares up at you but says nothing.
So much for talking it out. Doesn't seem like she's too interested, does it?
It's not too late. You threw away that blade for a reason. Now talk to her.
Alright. Don't kill me, is gonna fix anything. Look, I didn't bring the knife, I just want to talk to you.
You're pleading with me as if I have a say over anything that happens here. Shouldn't you know by now that I don't? And neither do you.
The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know?
The poor thing. She thinks it's easier to be detached. But buried pain is still pain, whether she knows it or not.
That's surprisingly insightful of you, Broken.
This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Let's drop another save, why don't we? That's gonna be a real confusing thumbnail. No, this is my fault. Cut off your own head last time. You're choosing violence right now. You cut off your own head last time.
What's the point of making a choice if it all ends the same way? I'm still stuck, and you're just as stuck as I am. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
But I didn't do that. You already know I didn't do that.
Right. We didn't bring the knife. We even told her that earlier.
That's correct. Is that right? I bring you the knife. Where do you think it is? You clearly weren't listening to me earlier, because I already told you I threw away the knife. I ditched it before I went out to the cabin. There's no grand scheme guiding us along a predetermined path. We're both agents of chaos and make our own choices, and this time I chose to talk to you unarmed. Your pattern's broken, unarmed. Silently wave your empty hands. Nothing up my sleeves or feathers or skin. You know, it's taken me this long, this many playthroughs. I think this is like my 5th or 6th run, counting the ones I did off stream, to realize consciously that the Birdman is not wearing clothes. I just threw away the knife.
Oh, yeah. You did say that.
The body marching towards you comes to a lurching stop.
Okay.
Huh.
Progress.
She stopped. What is that supposed to mean?
It means the headless corpse is a better listener than you are. Drop another save just in case. You've been the one listening to me. You made yourself stop, and now you can finally decide to let me down. What do you actually want? The only way to get out of here is if you drop your guard, just like I did. Think you know what it's supposed to mean. Are you ready to talk?
You make it sound so easy. But it can't be that easy. Not after all that violent repetition. Oh.
Huh?
Suddenly, the chains loosen, the hooks sliding from your skin. You come crashing to the floor, and as the chains rain down around you, her body falls too.
Huh.
The room settles into comforting silence. No more rattling of chains, no more slow, deliberate footsteps from the princess's body, only the soft click of the latch as it opens the door of the cage.
So that's really all it took?
Aww.
The truth was right there the whole time. We just needed to believe we were better than this. But that can't be it. It's supposed to be more complicated than that.
I've been telling you that since the moment we got here. At least you finally decided to listen to me.
I guess you were
Once
right.
again, we solve...
It's usually the most complicated problems that have the simplest solutions.
We solve a pristine cut, princess. By just admitting that there was a problem and communicating.
That is absolutely not how this works.
And resolving to change.
Looks like we've seen
I wonder if
through
there's a
your
theme.
lies at last, Mr. the Narrator. If that even is your real name.
Shh. Hush. Let her talk.
I want you to take me out of this place. That's all I've ever wanted.
You could have told me that, and we could have avoided all this.
The princess's body doesn't stand,
But I get it.
instead holding the cage aloft, beckoning you to come near. If you take her out of there, if you carry her to freedom, it's the end of the entire world. You know that, right?
It's always fun to hear Skeptic vocally rip Narrator a new one. It's always fun to hear anybody rip Narrator a new one, but Skeptic does it with a special aplomb.
It's the end of a world. Your world. But not ours. Sometimes you need to break things to build something better.
God damn, Broken.
Besides, we already made our choice, all the way back in the woods. Nothing you can do about it now.
Broken stocks on the rise. just as smitten stocks plummet.
I suppose not. You know, I think a part of me always knew this was doomed from the start. I'm narrating on borrowed time, aren't I? But even if I'm doomed to go, I might as well make sure you have a proper ending. Go on, then.
Oh, thank you. You're actually going along with it. Take your princess from her cage. Your princess.
You cautiously approach the kneeling body and extend your hand, bruised and bleeding from the trials that brought you to this point. And then you take her from her prison. She looks up at you, and for the first time since you laid eyes on her, she smiles warmly.
We can make it work.
I have no idea how we're supposed to leave.
But the body points, and you follow its finger to a lone chain dangling from the doorway that sits far, far above you.
You guys remember that one episode of Doctor Who? This is going to completely kill the romantic moment in the air. You remember that one episode of Doctor Who that's really bad, and it ends with a guy like getting his love interest back after a blob monster absorbed her, but she's like a face melted into a concrete slab, and it's like, oh yeah, she sucks my dick sometimes, is the implication. That's we're gonna make it work. That episode is Love and Monsters, and it's terrible.
I'll pull us out of here, if you just hold on.
Why are you like this? Blame Russell T Davies, man. Don't blame me. I'm blameless here. This was inflicted upon me. Love to see Broken interact with more princesses who's standing on equal foot or below, like Happily Ever After or Thorn. Same. That would be really fun and also heartbreaking.
Then let's leave. There's nothing left for us here.
I'm game.
So am I. Then get on with it.
Take hold of the
You
chain.
wrap your hand in the chain, holding tight as it starts to move and holding the princess close to you. Together, you rise out of the pit.
I'm sorry if I made this harder than it had to be.
You glance back towards the princess's body,
Huh.
doing its part as it hoists you up. It grows smaller and smaller, slowly disappearing back into the shadows of the basement.
In terms of power dynamics, this is kind of
No,
almost a
that's
role
not
reversal
right.
of Happily
There
Ever
shouldn't be an
After.
if. I'm sorry. I made this harder than it had to be.
Maybe she has a point, in a way. Our bodies don't matter.
We're getting lifted out of the panel. That's great.
We're almost there. You can smell the night air.
She's sacrificed a lot to get here. More than we did, I think.
And then the chain stops its ascent, depositing you safely in the cabin doorway. I guess you never closed it behind you. Well, there's only one thing left for you to do.
Shall we?
Let's dance with the head. You know, it's funny. All of this talk about free will, and I feel like I'm locked into this outcome. Step into your freedom. I don't know if I want to say that, but I'm also curious what happens if I do. That voice line isn't triggering, oh no. I mean, what's the alternative? Dropping me to prove a point?
Huh, I hadn't even considered that. Should it be an option? Can it be an option?
Let's not do that.
It's not an option. We're not cruel for the sake of being cruel.
Thank you,
I'm
Broken.
joking, by the way. Please don't drop me.
It would certainly be a new data point.
Don't do it.
Probably
Don't
wouldn't work
do it.
anyways. It'd make that perfectly good blade you threw out completely meaningless.
Dunk her ball is life. No. We're not going to perform a chaos dunk with the cage.
And so you step into a world ended by your hand. What a travesty. Goodbye. It's been...
Bye, bitch. No, I'm not going to do it. This feels like the most intrusive thoughts moment in the entire game. I think stabbing happily ever after in the back, it beats that one out.
Awful?
Because why the fuck would you do it? But this is a close second.
I think he's gone.
Yes, he is. Which means we're finally free, I think.
Thank you so much. I didn't think this was possible, but here we are.
Slay the princess, stab her, and jam guy.
It's a little cold out here, isn't it?
Oh, she's so cute. Interesting thing I learned about stabbing happily ever after. If you choose to stab happily ever after all of that went down, the narrator tries to talk you out of it. Yeah, I think you pointed that out, or somebody pointed that out when I was actually doing happily ever after, and the idea of it still horrifies me.
She's gone, and there's that...
Yeah, she's gone. Where'd she go? Ba-da-ba. Always hurt for you guys.
You're right. I don't want
Etc. Etc. Don't look at us. We've grown. But bird, unraveled bird.
There's a world beyond the... Do you know?
Any new line?
This one is a locked door to which you held the key. She will make for an open heart if you let her.
There we go.
Do not mourn her. She is no longer bound.
Alright, one more princess for this run. And then I am done.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
So let's see what this other pristine cut princess is.
Woods. And at the end of that path,
Which requires
is a
the
cabin.
specter.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to...
Okay. So specter is just... refresh myself real quick. Kill the princess without hesitation and then kill yourself. Let's do it.
You warn.
No hesitation. Real princess stabbing hours. Take the blade.
You take the daughter of...
Who's the...
Stab.
Good.
Go.
Still listening to
Backwards
Reese.
long jump down the stairs.
You walk down the stairs. She's focused on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to...
Step
You
forward.
step forward.
Oh? I'm probably chained up. So,
She's unarmed.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Oh, I don't like the look of. Oh, I don't like the
You
look
feel
of that.
flesh easily
That
give
felt-
way
that felt
and
bad
look down
too.
to see your blade already
I
sinking
forgot she
deep
made that
into her
horrible
heart.
face.
oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over.
This is
isn't
the
it? She
thing
stopped
that I
breathing
did the
moments ago.
first time I played
That
this.
arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Because I wanted to see what would happen if you just followed the instructions as like a baseline. But then, because I inspected the knife afterward, I ended up with the razor.
But is it over?
Best girl.
Really over?
Of course. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, why do I feel you did kill someone? Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good.
The greater
One of
good.
these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today.
Okay. So we
You
just
open
gotta
the
kill
cabin
ourselves.
door, ready to only a
We've
world
seen
saved from
some
certain
variation of
doom
this
isn't what? Everyone is
numerous
fine.
times.
It's just that you and the cabinet.
Everybody's happy, we're happy.
What's done?
Booth
This is what's
sheets.
best for everyone. Times.
Kill myself.
I do.
Get out of
The
here.
blade. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? Do you not?
Yeah,
Don't you dare.
I will dare. Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped
Oh wait, we left
making, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
We left the knife buried in the
Princess's body is
princess.
dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick
I
up
guess
the
I did
blade,
see that the
stab
first time I got the
yourself,
Spectre,
and
I
you
just didn't
die.
remember.
The
Yeesh.
end. Nice knowing you.
He's so upset.
You're on a path in the woods.
Alright.
You're here to slay her.
Now I was told
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
there's 2 different Spectre 3s depending on if you try to kill or grab her when you first meet her or not. Okay, so I was told that to get the new thing, I have to get the Spectre to where she has red text instead of pink. You may have to instruct
Before
me
you
on
go
how to
any
make that
further.
happen if it's not
She will lie,
evident.
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to
Not
stop
quite
you
true.
from slaying her. She won't.
Okay. Oh, we got Voice of the Cold this time. Do you want to know specifics? Yes, since I have seen Spectre before, we're going
The
through
interior of
her
the cabin is cold, a soft
as a
odor
means
of
to an
dirt
end.
permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in
So
the
long,
corners.
getting late. Watch the
You
VOD.
can
Bye,
hear
quick,
wind
quick.
whistling outside, banging
Bye-bye.
the shutters against the windows.
Thanks for coming.
The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Allow her to possess you at the start. That's what you got to do to get the new pristine cut thing? Because I'm fairly certain she possessed me the first run that I did. That's step 1? Okay. I'll trust you.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Take
You
blade.
take the blade from the table.
Wait, should I not have taken the blade?
It would be difficult to
I
slay
should
the
have
princess and save the world
asked about
without
that.
a weapon.
Does it not matter? I mean, she's a ghost. But I don't know. Taking blade is good, okay. Well, we did drop a save in case we need to go back.
What do you?
Mirror, mirror
You reach
on the
forward,
dusty wall.
There was, and now it's gone.
Yep.
Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even in. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell.
Shouldn't matter, but trying to kill her
Everything
is
is
a
coated
Spectre
in a thick
3-4.
layer of dust. And
Doesn't
you
she
can
turn
feel it settle into your
into,
lungs as you breathe in the
uh,
stale air.
The Wraith,
The
if
very
you try to kill
building
her?
itself feels dead. If the
Am I
princess lives
misremembering?
here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Because I know there's 2 ways you can get the Wraith, and one of them is from slaying the Nightmare.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
She wraiths if you try killing her twice.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
I see.
As you descend the final
Hey,
step,
girl.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Horrible, horrible thought just struck me, looking at the way this skeletal corpse looks. What if you get a form of the princess that's just that one lady from the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books?
Okay. She's
At least one of
definitely
you
dead.
knows immediately what I was just referencing.
It's just
one
like
of you.
I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Childhood trauma.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal.
Which lady? If you have to ask which lady, you didn't go through it.
And finally,
Hey girl.
the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark probably should not have been made available to children as young as it was marketed to. But also, I'm kind of glad it was.
Oh,
It's probably one of the reasons why
Wow.
I'm such a
how absolutely terrifying.
high
What's a ghost
tolerance
supposed
horror
to do
fan.
to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Her voice. I didn't remember that aspect.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers.
I feel
dancing
weird doing
across
this
your
on
skin.
stream.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
X marks the spot. So, we're waiting and seeing how things play out, yes? Based on your prior princess interactions, I think you might like Spectre 3 if you try to kill her once. Does that still get me into the new thing? Is it just a variable on the new thing versus branching into an entirely separate thing? Yeah? Alright, let's see what happens. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I was saving out of order. I confused myself. Slay the princess.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Hey girl.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Okay. Now what? Don't think you've seen this C3 branch before? Well, now this will be new content for both of us. Slay the princess harder. Alright. Now just talking and stuff eventually let her possess you. What do you want from me?
I want you to make things right. I want you to set me free.
It's a bit different, but it's a diamond-shaped root, so you're still good. Okay.
This place
Hopefully
won't let
the
me leave.
divergent
You said
point of the
coming
diamond
into
is
this
still
place.
as cool or interesting as the one that I would have gotten otherwise.
And maybe all of this can be water under the bridge.
Remember, you owe me.
Maybe we should have just left her here. Maybe we should still just leave her here. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? Hasn't gotten out and can't get out are two very different things.
It'd be dull, anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that
I would
happen.
let a cute ghost girl
It
possess
would be
me.
catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Let's do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Me too,
It's
thanks.
for the body killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body.
So I did get
It starts in your
possessed.
chest,
The
a
only other
freezing
time I've gotten the
numbness flowing
specter
out from your
before.
heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused.
But I guess this will
as it
have a
settles
different
over your
outcome
very
than the
soul.
one it previously did.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
I'm afraid it's too late to
Juicy.
stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing
Finally,
more
the
waves
princess
of
is now
agony
inside
to
you.
ripple across your body.
I mean, the razor beat her to it.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating...
Right,
your
yeah,
memory?
she can hear the voices now. I forgot.
So, it doesn't work
That's
like
cool.
that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
It's interesting that she comments on shards of broken glass on the floor.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a
just
shard of
thinking about
broken
that.
glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
Because obviously she could be talking about the voices, but the narrator, when we finally encounter him, is a bunch of shards of broken
I'm
glass.
clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
Maybe...
You don't
maybe
need to know
when-
what I am.
Oh, there you
You
are.
just need to know that I'm different from you.
We're talking
More
about you, asshole.
important.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh, shut up. Stop
There's
trying to
the red
manipulate
text.
Everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Okay. Are we leaving or are we slaying? Slay. Okay. Interesting. I left when she possessed
Isn't
me the
that
first
an
time.
interesting idea.
I don't remember if it was an actual choice, because obviously slaying
I
leads to new
I
stuff,
haven't
but...
even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that?
I've done it
Of course
before.
we're sure. The decision has already been made. All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
What do you think you're doing?
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to bend its edge up towards your heart.
The final princess I have not seen looms.
Her spirit bound to your prison of
Besides
flesh
the
as she had
burned
once
version of the
been
Grey,
bound
I
to
think that's the only
basement's
other
prison
one.
of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
After that, it's all just variants on ones that I have not seen all of, like the Razor and the Wild.
No.
Your skin roils and bucks as she
Ooh.
violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
Who do you think you are, trying to take me out with you? Well, I'll show you. I can do worse than that little knife. It's not you.
Your audio's so low, ma'am.
Me taking you out. I'll tear this body to shreds.
I can
Wouldn't
barely
that
hear
be
you inside me.
interesting? I'd like to see you try. But I think this is the end for all of us.
I said I'm leaving, you cold little freak.
You feel a violent tear, like the shape that you thought was you was never really a single shape to begin with. Something in the space you occupy has decided to leave, and it has brought you with it. You have been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain.
Do you think we're done, you self-destructive murderer?
What is... Huh. I guess we finally get a good look at ourselves. Wait, we're in the Spectre. If this is what it takes to transition, then... The words come from both inside and outside your head. Before you on the ground is a writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. Is that me? Is that what I look like? This isn't what I wanted to do. Did you mean to take me with you? Can anyone hear me? Or say nothing?
Oh, you're here. Great. All I meant to do was leave. What happened to you and where you wound up wasn't exactly a top concern.
Are we now a voice in The Princess?
At least it seems like it's just you. Those other ones were unbearable. Especially that murder-happy know-it-all. I'm willing to pretend that you didn't just stab yourself to spite me, but don't think I've forgotten a thing. This is an alliance of convenience.
Gurgling liquid bubbles up from an open pockets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It is trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue the speech requires.
Maybe this still counts as leaving together. Come on, let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, I got a little beak I didn't even notice. What about the body? What about me? Agreed, let's go. If you leave the cabin, the world ends. I'm not going to part to the end of everything. I'm staying here until he's out. Sorry I stabbed us.
At least you're paying the price now, but how about we not waste time talking about what...
You are seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the wall. It is quiet and you are alone. This is what you deserve. 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 This is what you deserve.
Well, are you still there?
Didn't I jokingly propose at some point a princess route where we are the princess? I swear I did. I'm still here.
Well, that's something. I guess we're really stuck together then.
You're not mad at me, are you?
Like I said, we have an alliance of convenience right now. I wouldn't poke too hard at the edges of that.
Believe you did indeed say that, and I internally freaked out when you proposed it. I mean, it's like the most obvious formula change-up, but I didn't think they could actually go with it. Let's, we're still in Chapter 2, so let's drop a quick save. Brought it up at some point in these streams. Okay. I'm a genius. Hire me, Black Tabby Games. You're different. Your whole mood is different.
Poking at the edges when I specifically told you not to? We're both stuck here, and everything started over. How about we both just try and make the best of it, okay?
The choice to slay her before the possession determines whether you get the soft Chapter 1 princess or the harsh Chapter 1 princess as your host. I appreciate you having told me to try to slay her once.
Besides,
I do
something
like
about
me
you
a harsh
being in here with me
princess.
that just feels right. It's hard to stay mad at you like this.
Aww. Killed you though, and I tried killing you again. Let it go. Just like she has. Water under the bridge. How am I supposed to get out of here? We're both here, and then what happened to the others? Are we still a ghost? There's a lot here.
Are you seriously asking me that? I've been stuck here for as long as you've known me. I don't think the two of us would be here right now if I knew how to leave.
What happened to the others?
There's 4 walls around us and a chain around my wrist. How am I supposed to know about anything that isn't right in front of me?
Man, being the princess sucks.
Maybe they're gone. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And if nobody comes by, well, I guess we'll be waiting a long, long time.
Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns to your hands, solid then translucent, then solid again.
I don't know. It's like we're one and then the other. Make up your mind already, body, will you?
The princess sees the world in black with white drawings. Oh, that's why it's... I was trying to place what was so odd. It's just completely inverted. That's cool. You managed to transition, but now you're chained to a basement and a Birdman is showing up, considering whether or not to kill you. This is like fucking the Dishonored DLC when you're playing as Dowd, and at the start of one of them, Corvo just shows up for your boss fight, and it's like, oh hey, yeah, you're here,
You have any better ideas?
and it sucks, and it's scary. There has to be something for us to do other than wait. What happened?
We're back where I started.
This isn't what it was like the last time I died. The last time I died, I got a title card. Has to be something for us to... Hang on, let me... Because that one's not an explore option. I want to see all of this. This is all so interesting. Why did I have to get this so late at night? The cursor's also different? Wait, what? Where? Oh, it is. It is. Cool.
You already said
Both times I've been here, nothing happened until after I saw a title card. We haven't seen a title card yet.
a title card. What on earth are you talking about?
Okay, we're getting weird with it. The first... Oh my god, we're not breaking the fourth wall. This means the title cards are diegetic. The title cards exist within the boundaries of the construct.
Some hero you turned out to be.
Har har, get your laughs out. I'm still a hero. I've been trying to save the world, you know. A villain to one person might be a hero to others. Get your
I
laughs
wasn't
out.
laughing at you. I was laughing at...
The futility of our lives. Did you tell her about the title card? I did tell her about the title card.
Yes. This whole setup is funny, really.
Should I not have?
But really, it's like our lives are some cruel little play for someone else's entertainment. I'm sorry, okay?
It's like we're some kind of Slay the Princess, the Pristine cut.
Chapter 3. The Princess and the Dragon.
Excusez-moi. Reversing the order. Casting yourself as the main character, I see. Very humble. Princess and the Dragon, I thought I was maybe some sort of bird. Am I a dragon? Casting yourself as the... reversing the order. I like it.
Well, this is my story, isn't it? Especially if you're here watching it.
Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Oh, shit. The click of a latch and creaking hinges muffled. Something is
I
here.
think that's you.
This is exactly what I wanted! Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once
We're
again.
still a mess. It's like you don't really know what we are.
And then when we take the blade and then she solidifies into the... Because she changes based on... This is the perfect princess to end on. Oh my god. A thump on the floorboards above, and then another. The scraping of metal against a surface. The flickering in your body stops. You are solid.
So, you took the knife. Of course you did.
Yeah, girl. Creaking hinges once again, but this time clear, closer. Hello? Hey, listen to me. I'm stuck in the princess's head. You've got to get me out. Am I going to say anything? So what do I look like? What do I look like?
You really don't know, do you? I guess you'll see soon enough.
So we're actually... We had the last route. We saw the headless body moving by itself. But this will be like our actual time seeing me as an animate living thing. Movement on the stairs.
Always so loud on the way down.
Okay. Yeah, you could argue I'm a dragon. Then a figure emerges, shrouded in feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it, its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wild, hollow eyes. The fuck am
The
I?
dragon, obviously.
What do you... I'm letting her take the reins on this one. Yeah, also, yeah, we are much bigger than I imagined we were. So, remember all of the times base form princess had a fist fight with us? And think about her doing that with this guy. Like, oh my god.
Let's see.
She's so cool.
You're missing something important, aren't you?
Head on the figure cocks to one side. Is it inquisitive, suspicious, hostile? Its emotions are unreadable.
I know, because I have it right here.
And when she talks, she's clearer because this actual voice instead of... Oh, this route! The silence holds. Why am I being so quiet? Is it because I'm not there? I hate the silence, but it's putting me on edge. Am I arguing with myself in there? Has that always happened in real time?
So that's what's going on with all that silent staring. Hey, I'm talking to you. It's rude to have a conversation in front of other people without letting them in on it.
Talking was never a free action.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
I okay, for one, yes, very bad news that Opportunist is here, maybe possibly. For two, was not prepared to hear the voice in the context of like actual spoken word, like to me. Yeah, yeah. He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
Oh, he does have a massive slasher grin, huh? Becky, how does the long quiet rank on your monster fucking scale? 10. You kidding me? He's a hot monster and he's voiced by Jonathan Sims.
But she knows about the Decider being gone. That would be a weird bluff to come up with if it weren't true.
Okay, so... Hello, first-time chatter, Sir Spider Shitter. Evocative name. You've come in at a very vulnerable time. For starters, this raises a whole lot of questions, and also we officially have our role named the Decider. Interesting.
Look, I love that you're trying to contribute, but I think we need to take a little sidebar.
Wait, so this means all the voices are now exclusively the ones in control, with nobody to make decisions for them.
But I don't want to do. I'm so sorry. This will just be a moment.
Oh my god. Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into its... Wait, so... We weren't just hearing multiple voices then. That means the multiple voices were actually speaking out of my mouth. Because they all have control. Okay. Oh, this is so interesting. I'm sorry. I'm just... Silence, the mind in front of you falls back into itself. We can wait for them to finish. Right, how rude. You'll have to make them listen. Try being assertive.
Believe me, I can be assertive.
Yeah, girl.
Hey, I'm talking to you?
My apologies. They're really being quite dull in here.
More silence.
I think they want to kill you. At least the new one does. He's very, very passionate about it.
And the two who went in are the cold and the opportunist, the two most murder-happy of the voices. Yeah, oh yeah, awesome.
Well, he can try if he wants, but I'm not so sure you all have it in you. Not without your missing piece.
Nah, but that just makes it two birds with one stone.
Oh,
doesn't
shit.
it? How tempting.
Oh, shit.
From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word?
Fleshy.
Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now.
This
Don't
feels...
want that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
This feels like the true final boss.
Bring it then. But
You know what I
caught me
mean?
off guard the first time. It's not going to happen again.
Well, what can I say? I'd back off if I wasn't already overcommitted, so I guess I'll just have to pretend that you're bluffing. Which you maybe, probably are.
Having second thoughts?
Shut up.
What routes have I missed? So, if you take a look at my VOD archive on YouTube, which is KK Truthelt Streams, it'll probably be linked. I think it's linked somewhere on the Twitch page, but You can go back and see the two full runs of the game that I have done on stream, counting this one. And in total, in the previous run, I did Happily Ever After, which was heartbreaking, Drowned, and a couple of others I can't remember. And in this run that we're doing right now, we've done The Stranger for its first princess bonus content at the end that I'm still not sure about. We have done The Cage, which was what I did just now, Apotheosis, and Fury. And now we're doing this. Oh yeah, the first run on stream was Moment of Clarity, Den, Drowned, Happily Ever After, and Eye of the Needle. Thank you. Which means, counting all the games of this I played off stream, this is the final route that I have seen. This is the final route I'm seeing. You can feel yourself shrink and grow. Shrink and then grow, vacillating between small and large, weak and powerful, as the thing in front of you attacks, blade raised and wings spreading.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this.
Yeah? Yeah, man?
Now, we voted. It was not a majority decision, but we did have a plurality. He shouldn't count. Says who? Says me.
The narrator's still in there. Oh god, I wish I could hear what the narrator was doing right now, because he's fucking freaking out.
He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves a say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter.
Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
Silence for just a moment as cold eyes regard you. And then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. But the hesitation doesn't last, and you feel the sharp sting of cold metal sliding deep into your chest. But you can feel something else, too. Rage flowing from your heart and balling up in closed fists. You throw them at the thing's face and...
You feel bone crack as her fist collides with your jaw.
Ooh!
As you tumble across the room.
You are such a disappointment.
I'd like to see you do better. The princess rips the blade from her chest and, fury in her eyes, cuts herself loose from her bindings.
Yo! Oh, you didn't see this part, Tara? Yeah, figures, because if you got soft princess instead of harsh princess... Oh shit, I'm back. Okay, I'm back in the body. Okay, Wait, I'm back in my body. Stop, you getting stabbed, switch me back. I'm back in here, but you should do it. Kill me, end this, and save yourself. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're definitely saving. We need to see what the fuck happens for both of these. This one. Okay. What happens here? What happens if for the first one?
Oh, you're different. You're back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership.
She looks so bemused.
Then I just have to make this next one count.
As she closes the distance, she raises the blade to strike and... kills us. Well, she certainly stabs you, and it certainly hurts. But the knife doesn't leave your body. As you grab her wrists, she drives the weapon deeper and deeper into your chest.
Hey,
your
girl.
knees buckle from the pain, and as she forcefully pushes you to the ground...
You are torn between two places.
I'm taking you back.
Wait, taking you back? She wants us back. Aww. Man. You are power and you are weakness. You are hope and you are despair. Danganronpa. You are acceptance and you are rejection. You are the canvas and you are the painter. You are the victim and you are the victimizer. You are life and you are death. The hero and the princess and the dragon.
Don't let us die here.
You slam the door in your own
Don't let
face.
everything die here. You have to end this.
His words are empty, hollow echoes, the ravings of a ghost.
Please.
But he is already gone. The threads all tie themselves together into a loop that does not end.
Does this mean we're together?
Look at your hands, tattered and stained in memories.
Maybe. Why were we fighting each other?
You started it.
We needed something to do.
Everyone is in here except the narrator. Holy shit.
To new beginnings.
Do you feel...
Piss yourself, opportunist, but... Oh! That's what that looks like. Your peace does not last, nor can it ever. It's time to leave. Memory return. Okay. Okay. The writing, the art, the music. Yeah. So I have ranted at length many times before throughout this stream series I've done about how incredible this game is at like building a sense of intimacy between you and the princess, and how real it feels in the most depraved and dire of circumstances. And this is like, I thought Happily Ever After was the ultimate apex of that, and to an extent it is. Like, it's still the most emotionally real route in the game. But this is like, if the shifting mound endings are not to be taken as the end of the game because you keep playing after it, this felt like the end of all of it. Yeah, this is a good chapter to have as your favorite, Tara.
She's gone. And there's that...
So, I saved during the right before the stab. Is there stuff worth seeing, like variance-wise, if I reload? Because obviously, if I go to the shifting mound, it's going to be the shifting mound, and it's going to be the end of the game. There is stuff worth seeing on reload, okay. I'll do that then. Chapter can end differently. Let's get all the value we can out of it, because holy shit. I'm so down for this. This is exactly what I wanted. Okay. I'm back in here, but you should do it. Kill me. End this and save yourself.
Oh. You're different. You're back! Just as I intended! I was never cut out for leadership, really.
Go fuck yourself.
The princess's hand trembles as she charges at you. But charge she does. I'm not sure kill me counts as good leadership. It's certainly decisive. I just love that about this guy. Much better than the choices I would make.
Oh, wow. You actually managed to say something I agreed with.
As she closes the distance, she raises the blade to strike and kills us. Lets it fall to her side.
Interesting.
Doesn't make eye contact as she speaks.
I almost killed you there.
And then she looks up at you with fierceness in her gaze.
This had better not be a trick. And you're not getting this back.
Yeah, no, girl, you can keep it. You rock it more than I do.
She turns her back
Or-
on you and hurls the blade through the basement window, never to be seen again. No, 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 no! You need the blade to deal with her.
Impeccable. Finally, The basement window is relevant.
Then I guess we won't be doing your dirty work.
Contrarian shapes stay winning.
Yeah.
You have no idea how good it felt to get rid of that thing.
I can't not. Dude, come on.
Are you serious? Ugh. Well,
Every
are you going
time
to
the
say
option
what
is
happens?
presented.
You already said yourself that we won't be killing her.
Fine. Take her remaining hand in yours.
Yeah? And what does it feel like? Is it nice?
Why do you want to know? You can tell a lot of things about someone from their handshake. I want to know more about the person we decided unanimously to throw our lot in with.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just presenting this for the sake of further information gathering. But narrator, you should really describe the texture of her feet.
Whatever. It's rough, but still tender. The hand of someone who's suffered, but hasn't forgotten what it's like to have a heart. That'll do.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Hand in hand, you and the princess leave the basement together.
Like this feels like the end. Like obviously, leave together from the shifting mound is like the perfect ending, but like this is the perfect ending, with the benefit of it was added later.
Welcome back, by the way.
Yes. We all missed you so very
This
much.
feels like the final word they wanted to have on the game.
I missed you the most.
You know?
You weren't even here until he was gone. Whatever. It doesn't matter. If you step through that door, you're damning every single person alive.
Fuck
You
'em.
do realise that, yes? Who cares?
In case you hadn't noticed, I lost a hand down there. Would you mind?
Step into your freedom.
Twist the doorknob in your hand and
Oh
step forward into the world you've damned. You and the
man.
princess fall to the ground, exhausted.
I hope this all comes back to bite you, do you hear? I hope you're forced to feel the weight of all the regret there's ever been.
But he doesn't finish his thought before disappearing entirely, and you find yourself free of any of the regrets he wished upon you.
Finally. This is nice. This is so nice.
I'm gonna start crying again.
But it's also cold.
Yeah, 'cause you go back to you. Peace does not
She's
last,
gone. And there's
etc., etc. Wow. Okay. Man, that one route, if you go outside happy with the princess, the narrator dies hoping nothing but the best for you. The other, you go outside happy with the princess, and he dies with his dying words, wishing endless spite upon you. Cinematic parallels. Man, I almost don't want to do the shifting mound, because that was like perfect, but
different. Final.
we do need that last credits roll, and we do need also to see what the deal was with the stranger thing.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
I kind of want to do like a pure emotional intimacy run that's just like happily ever after, this, the thorn, the wild maybe,
Ignore the cowards.
and whatever the
You have
optimal
to
fifth
look.
one would be. Just all the heartache in a long string for the perfect love story. I do need to see Wild's second path still. I've heard a little bit about it. It sounds very different from the one that I got. Yeah, narrator. It's past midnight, man. Let's wrap this up. What what if though? Piss yourself. You don't need answers from the thing that lives in the mirror. You already know what you are. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. Retired. The trophy was an empathetic heart. That's perfect. When you arrive at the hard things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Okay. Hey, girl. You should be good to retrace your steps and leave ending. Okay. Is that how...
finally see you, and you can finally see
Is that where
me.
I'm gonna see the interesting stuff from Stranger being Princess 1?
It's been so long.
Yes? Sick.
And my heart has ached
Alright.
for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Anything that involves you seeing the Princess core. Gotcha.
Names are their attempts.
Yeah, we've seen that. What happens
I was
now?
a passive player when the echoes spun us from one into two. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There has to be another way.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And violence and passion are dances that both of us know well.
Some of these are going to be
If
real
this is
interesting.
what it takes to enlighten you, then so
Wait a
be
second.
it. What once was one, then was two.
Yeah, so...
And then was one again. You gave me shelter when you burned mine down. And then you struck another match.
all of these are always from the princess's perspective and us seeing the long quiet. So for it to be this, this is basically just, if it, I don't know, what I'm trying to say, it's very appropriate with the Princess and the Dragon, you know? It's cool.
And then we built a life. What once was one, then was one again. The peace didn't last. The worm in your heart came for us. It took you from me, but you took me with you. And together we both left. What once was one, then was two, and also one again. You and I are bound together. To rid yourself of me would be to leave yourself forever incomplete.
Yeah, girl, that's why I don't want to do that. Address the vessel statement directly. I wish I could leave with you now like we did then. I miss being so close to you. I miss being so close to you.
Then leave with me. Fear is a chain around the neck and a needle in the eye. It was fear that made our prison. And it was fear that told the lie that our spirits were not free to choose. But even bound, we saw a light. And you gave me the wisdom.
Shifting mountains breaking out the chains, oh my.
Without fear, suffering ceases to be. Without fear, death dissolves. Without fear, we are free to choose beauty. This construct is a machine of fear. It has no place in our divine hearts. Shatter it. Leave with me.
You know she's gonna put him in non-stop, infinite, unlimited Shibari works when this is over. As she should. I was happy to leave with you. Neither of us could have been free without the other. I was happy to leave with you.
And I hope you'll be happy to leave with me again.
I won't leave with you not until you see with things from my perspective.
Then I will give you all the time in the world. You are weightless and alone. Suspended
Yeah,
in the
apotheosis.
an idea too great for you
I
to
worship.
bear. The very ground beneath your feet loses its meaning. There is nothing but me.
Oh,
You
hey.
were confronted with my vessel's
Hey, girl.
apotheosis. You chose to accept me, to allow me to burn away all doubt, and turn you into an instrument of my divine will. You accepted that I was everything, and together we found our purpose. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
I am so vulnerable. I miss when that was you.
My threads, like yours, are unbroken. She is me as much as I was her.
Oh.
Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
Guys, Slay the Princess is such a fucking cool game.
A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
Even when you reduce me to nothing, you cannot reduce yourself of me. You cannot rid yourself of me, but I was able to rid myself of you. The rest of the vessel statement directly. I feel my body suffer.
Do you suffer now? Let go of what you think yourself to be, and exist.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can
So she's
leave
not
this
gonna
prison
pop out the
together.
stranger up here? It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? I want to fight you. There has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I will let you free. Done everything. Can't understand your perspective. You keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do
My
it.
boy, my guy, every time. It always hits. Where's
They're
everyone
still
else?
where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
New viewer, I highly recommend you go back and watch the stream, specifically the one where I did Happily Ever After, and then followed it up with the Leave ending. The Leave the Cabin ending. Because I was a wreck for that
It's time to resume
entire
our
run.
dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Then let's go.
So what is this going to be?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
I think this is different. I think. I can't be sure. I have the needle rector for entirely different reasons. Listen.
Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place.
What?
Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
Wait a second. Wait a sec. This is the stranger version of the cabin in all its clusterfuck glory. Oh. K.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
I am starting to see why you wanted me to see what happens when I pick the stranger first, even though I've seen the stranger several times.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Describe the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows.
Take the blade, toss it out the window to close out the bit.
You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin
I don't know as I
descriptions,
can.
did he? He mentioned the windows when we broke them. No mirror this time, either. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Okay, answer me this. If I do pick up the blade, can I toss it? And does that affect what's to come? Do it. Take the
That's
blade.
probably for the best. It's always seems to give us more things we can do, right? So you're not going to suggest
Oh my
we
god.
throw it out the
Oh my
window?
god.
No, we've been through too much for that. And he's gone, so there's no one left to mess with but ourselves. You've gotten serious. Besides, what's the third beat? It isn't funny if we toss it out the window twice. There's the guy I know. You actually did it! I know I just told you not to, but I'm proud that you did it anyways. It's like you've finally left the nest. Yeah, just like that it's gone, isn't it? Blade tossed, glass shattered. I guess we'll have to make do without it. There's your third beat.
Oh yeah, the princess did do it herself.
Hey! You're right. Good work. That was really funny.
Yeah, into the basement.
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first
You
time
hit
we
all
heard
the
her
throw out the
voice.
blade out the window bits in one run. I wasn't even trying to. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time.
Oh my god, do we actually get cogent stranger?
I don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together.
Oh, this is much more significant than I. Sorry, I thought I saw the thumbnail of all this. It got me emotional again.
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No
Oh,
weird
she's all
fuzzy
melty.
stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart.
Look at her. Wives, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
3-in-1 package.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page?
Sit with them. Aww. Now she's weird cute. I love her. I love them. Never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you, at least. I'm sorry for what I did to you.
That's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of... her. But we weren't very good at it. A conversation with us then probably wouldn't have been very insightful.
This is so much more in-depth than I ever thought I would get with her.
That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
Man. It's so good to so good to finally see you again.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us.
I don't think I want to be God. Are you the same as you are out there? What do you think of her, what she wanted us to be? Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this... Right! Right! Because... Of course, this is the one where this happens, because all the other times she appears as the base princess because the base princess is the first encounter you have with her. But the stranger on run 1, you never get to the cabin beforehand. So, this is your girl. Right.
It's so tempting to speak as she would, to simply state that we're all of them, but there were also something new. We don't know if you'll find that answer satisfying. Perhaps you'd rather hear that we're the first version of her that you've met, but that we've been shaped by the experiences of all of the others.
Weird wives.
Yes. That feels right to us.
It's her. It wouldn't make sense if she was anyone else.
Are you the same as you are out there? This was the first ending you got, Tara? That is very strange. But very cute in a way.
Is it unfair if it's our fault?
Was it not? We found you at the end of all things, and you found us. Is that not fair? Would this moment be what it is without the pain that built to it? We know we must sound like her, but it's how we feel.
Man.
Everything that happened to us seems so
Man.
important now. We walked a long and winding path together, and we've cherished every second of it.
Me too.
Besides,
Me too,
I
girl.
don't think fairness has much to do with anything.
You the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it?
Oh my god, she's the perfect mirror.
Yeah. We really are the same.
She's the perfect mirror to the long quiet. In the form that I currently take.
We're just a stranger. But that
Man.
doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It
Oh.
just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
That's sweet. But it's also a little sad. I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad.
This is so cute. This is so cute.
Hard agree. Seems overrated.
I might as well
Too
exhaust the
much pressure.
dialogue because it's a new version of this
But
ending.
that's what you've always been. Even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are. And neither can we. So, you might as well embrace it.
What do you think of her, what she wanted us to be?
We don't know. We've seen through so many eyes, but all of them have been hers. We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we would have liked her version of us too, turning the wheel of a cosmic cycle together. But that's not the choice you made, even though she did everything in her power to convince you. It took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. We find that courage beautiful.
But that's the worst part of us. That's me she's talking about.
Oh. Contrarian, man.
I think that's the point. There is no worst part of us.
Yeah, give yourself some credit. You had a really funny bit.
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
Also, Contrarian, the worst part of us is the smitten. Like, that's not in question anymore. It's the smitten. You're good. You're safe. You're fine.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want?
Take their hand in yours. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being God. I wanted to walk through that cabin door just as we are, just you and me. Okay, right. If I remember correctly, take the hand as a modifier, and I need that modifier. Oh man. Oh. I don't know exactly what I want. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
Yeah, this one makes me tear up too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I think we've done our job.
You guys. You guys.
We're not alone. We have each other. And I'm sure we'll find the others.
Where's the Hero X Contrarian ships? Leave with the princess. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. I don't like the emotional rawness of it, where it hit me in the same couple of hours as I saw Happily Ever After. Like, it is impossible to match, but this is so sweet. Comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts, but there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel their hand tremble in yours. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this, yet they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with them.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves. And we love you too.
Anytime I see this ending, any version of this, I'm never going to be able to pick anything else. Yeah, you think your emotions are heightened right now, Toblo? Try mine. The player. Man, yeah, like, Leave with the Stranger actually feels like the perfect ending for the route that I just had. The one where we kept pushing the boundaries and fucking shit up. And eventually had the whole thing with Princess and the Dragon. This is the ending Wooly got. At least he got an ending. That feels like I just finished it. That feels like I'm done with Slay the Princess. Like, there's other stuff that I haven't seen, like the Burned Gray and the not taking the knife route for the razor and Wild and all that. But this feels like the part where I'm supposed to say goodbye. Like, I've seen every princess, and that was like as perfect of an ending as there will be, I think. Very happy we talked you into doing Stranger first. Yeah, I was skeptical because I thought, so I did Stranger first on my second run off before I streamed this, like my second run on my computer. But I chose to do the Leave with the Mound ending instead of any of the cabin endings. So I thought that I had seen what there was to offer for the Stranger, and that it wasn't like more than extra dialogue or an aesthetic difference. Man, I'm glad I gave that the chance it deserved. Yeah, that. Oh wow, I've actually seen a good number of them on stream. I figured I had covered more ground by myself. So this is the Wild, this is the Thorn, I assume. Betray her before she can betray you. This is the Razor. Kill your worst dreams or be killed by the ghost. But this is the Wraith, I think. Betray her before she can betray you. Which one is this? This is definitely one that I saw, unless. Yeah, no, that's the Gray. Huh. Witch? Oh, that's the Witch. Really? I didn't do the Witch? On stream? That's weird to think about, given she's like one of the most branch-heavy C2 princesses. Wow. Yeah, so I'll, if you do go to Wild, it's just doing it through the Witch since you went through the Beast last time. Yeah. Good thinking. Well, first and foremost, my new viewer, Spider Shitter. I hope you had a good time with my stream. Hope you will consider giving me a follow, perhaps a subscribe. Go check out my VOD archive on YouTube. See all the stuff that you have missed. That aside, my streamer shilling aside, should I do another run of this on stream? I genuinely don't know. I genuinely do not know. Because I've seen every princess besides Burned Grey. And, like, I've gotten 2 perfect endings now. You've already seen the other ones besides one. I'd say ending off on here as good as any. If you do, I'd suggest a little bit of planning on it. Yeah, maybe not like a full run. Maybe like a cleanup for the things that I most want to see on stream, like Burned Grey and Alternate Razor and Alternate Wild. Yeah, I guess we can consider this the final Slay the Princess stream, and then anything else an epilogue Slay the Princess stream. I definitely will not be streaming this for a minute if I stream this again. This was my last normal stream of what? There's one more variant of Leave ending with the Harsh Princess. So you can justify mining content with the best ending. I thought Harsh Princess you could only get kill her or reset. Can you leave with Harsh? I would love to leave with Harsh. Harsh is my girl. Tight, okay, never mind. We're doing another run of this. Eventually. Not for a minute, but eventually. Yeah, we'll figure that out. And, what was I saying? Yeah, so I wanted to do this in these last days of 2024. Wrap up my last ongoing playthrough for the moment, so that I can have a clean slate when we enter 2025. There's a great many games that I want to play. Whole lot of many. Wait, what? Kill, reset, leave branch is whether you take the knife in or not. There's also an entirely new ending that's very specific. Okay, I'll take a full set of instructions and then, like, map out my full third, final, streamed playthrough. You know how some of the Vessel conversations had red text? It involves that? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But, yes, so consider this the wrap-up on my normal streams for 2024. However, this is not the last stream I will do in 2024. I have one more plan in store to ring out the year that I think will be a ton of fun if I can just get it working. And that is either tomorrow or Monday, whichever day ends up working best. Not Tuesday, because Tuesday's New Year's Eve, and obviously everybody's going to be off doing their own things on New Year's Eve. So, tomorrow, Monday, I would like to do, with extensive preparation, my long-teased WWE 2K24 custom Royal Rumble with all sorts of colorful characters from streams past, perhaps. As a nice little... definitely not ripping off Germa Rumble / Vine Wrestle epilogue on my years, my first full year of streaming. Because, you know, I started streaming last year, but I didn't do it all through the year because it started somewhat near the middle of it. 2024 was the first full year I spent as a streamer. And so it was, yeah, lots of stuff to cover. Do we get to create characters for you to download? I don't know how that works. No fucking clue. I have not even booted up WWE 2K24 as of right now. I have it downloaded. It takes up a ridiculous amount of space. So probably I will spend some of tomorrow, most of tomorrow, making characters. I may even need to do 2 rumbles or specific events, because I don't think they will let you do intergender wrestling. And you know we gotta get some princesses in there somehow. You know it. Put Nevin in there. Maybe. I've got myself a nice little list of ideas going, but yeah. You don't need something just occurred to me. You don't need a 2K account to play 2K24 properly, do you? Because sometimes there's some bullshit like that. Don't think so? Okay. I mean, you would know Star Pressure. You booted up one of these games to test it out, just to make sure it wasn't going to be copyright hell. So I will trust you. If perchance they've changed it, then I will put that particular plan on ice for later, and we'll do something else. But we'll see. You need to turn on streamer mode, though. I'm glad there's a dedicated streamer mode. That just disables all the music and commentary, I assume. Which is fine by me. Mutes all music, yeah. If I were doing this on computer and unarchived, I would be able to do what Joel did/does and pipe in my own custom music to fit everybody, but you know, it's fine. Game's still really loud though, like excessively. I'll figure it out. I can tune the audio settings. Alright, it's nearly 1 in the morning. I hope you all had a good time with this finished run of Slay the Princess. And I hope you had a good time watching me throughout the year. In case there are scuppered plans with the Royal Rumble, then let me just say I'm proud of what I have done this year, stream-wise, and I look forward to another year jam-packed with far too many things to do. Such as my mystery game that I keep teasing, or Project Wingman, or Kingdom Hearts, or The Missing, or Dredge, or Oxenfree 2, or Space Marine 2, etc., 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 or Jedi Survivor, or Pathologic 2, or Third Birthday. I am looking into Steam Deck emulation. That's all I will say. Oh yeah, Deltarune 3 and 4 are next year, aren't they? I'm not even, when I say all those stream plans, I'm not even considering fucking games that are coming out next year. I need some catch-up time. Nothing must play for me is releasing until Pirate Yakuza, so God willing, I am able to clear off some of my plate, both on stream and off, in the first couple months. But yeah. It has been Rebecca. It has been KK Chethelt. It's been Slay the Princess. Have a good rest of your nights, everybody. Bye-bye.